back to another episode of Market Unlocked with Stock Unlocked. It is Tuesday, May 27th today.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
We obviously took Monday off to honor our veterans for Memorial Day.
We sure did. Sorry about that.
Happy Bitcoin 2025 day. Happy
Bitcoin
Bitcoin 2025 day.
AKA big time.
The scams are out already. We got rugged at the door. But we'll tell you guys.
Big time. We just got big timed.
They said, buddy.
Buddy.
Get out of here.
What color is that bracelet, buddy? Buddy, what are you doing here today, buddy? How'd you even make it past the entrance? Anyways.
Nah. But in all seriousness, we got to thank Lon for the plug. We got the conference for 2 days straight tomorrow. And the schedules are juiced. I am a little bummed we couldn't see Saylor today.
He's speaking again, though.
Huh?
He's speaking again.
Is he?
Yes. He speaks twice. I think either on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday.
Oh. Yo, what? I just noticed Eric LaPaglia is speaking tomorrow at 2:30. You remember who that is, Justin?
Who?
Eric LaPaglia. He's the guy who invited us to speak for NFT Miami.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I gotta shoot him a text. And then I saw quite a bit of people are in town. So I'm excited to go out and network tonight. But yeah, I wanted to see Saylor talk because Mr. Saylor bought a crap ton more Bitcoin just yesterday. What's new, huh?
Where's this money coming from, man?
You want to know how much Bitcoin he bought yesterday and at what
434 million.
I'm sorry?
434 million.
No. 427 million. So before you snap at me, you better make sure you have your numbers correct.
Well, I wrote it down. I just was going off the top of my head.
Current value is worth 438 million. So they're up 2.6% on that. They bought with an average price of $106,237 just yesterday. Savage.
Wow.
But let's get into the market update. Are we ready? We got everyone in here. Should we rock? What's up, everybody?
You guys want bad news or good news first?
Let's give us bad news.
Guys, I hate to say it, but global conflict is at an all-time high right now. We thought it was getting better, but it looks like it isn't. Israel declined.
Wait, but before we get into all this, what's the good news then?
We're getting the bad news first, I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Wow, I can't. Please let there be one more lockdown. It'll be so dope. We're buying dirt bikes again.
Oh my! I loved that, and I'll never stop talking about how I was honestly probably the happiest during that time in my life. Anyways, Israel rejects the 60-day ceasefire that the U.S. proposed.
Yeah.
It looks like it's looking like they are like that area is just going to go at it for years to come, in my opinion. I think the motive here is one or the other place is getting wiped out. Completely. Scary stuff.
Pretty shitty.
Also, in other news, Russia. Guys, remember, Russia, Putin and Zelensky were supposed to talk in Turkey. We mentioned this last live. They're supposed to have a meeting in Turkey, but some things were said, I guess, or someone antagonized the other. And Russia conducted its largest attack on Ukraine yet the other day. And it aimed for, their most populous cities like Kyiv, especially.
And it started ruffle some feathers. Did you see what the ex-president of Russia put back on Truth Social after Trump kind of like went off?
Yeah. Well, Trump is saying he's in disbelief. He doesn't understand what's going on. He thought things were going good. He was saying while they're on the phone, uh, Putin's shooting rockets into Ukraine while him and Trump are on the phone talking. Uh, Trump thinks Putin has gone crazy. But what did you said the ex-president of Russia?
Yeah, the ex-president Dmitry Medvedev.
What did he say?
Medvedev. There we go. Crap. All right. So Trump said Trump basically said the thing that you were saying about, oh my God, this is going crazy or whatever. Hold on, dude. I had the tweet pulled up here somewhere.
Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, the defense stocks are gonna. You think they're high now? Wait in a couple months
Oh,
when we're like going like full scale war. I'm talking and like production needs to happen quick. Hopefully, Android IPOs, man.
Is that other project that the CEO of Palantir is working on?
No, CEO of Palantir is not working on Android. Android is
that one other really
Palmer
smart.
Luckey's company. Guys, again, you know how excited I was about Palantir, how bullish I was on Palantir. My eye is on Anduril. If Anduril ever goes IPO, I'm gonna be a little Anduril whore. Anyways,
All right. So Trump said, "What Vladimir Putin doesn't realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really bad things would have already happened in Russia, and I mean really bad." He's playing with fire. Trump said in Truth Social. Then the ex-president of Russia said, regarding Trump's words about Putin playing with fire and really bad things happening to Russia, I only know of one really bad thing, World War III. I hope Trump understands this. Medvedev wrote on Truth Social. But I feel like Trump 100% knew this was coming, and he's just kind of writing that to write that.
Whatever the case may be, man.
Even
No
if he
one
did it really doesn't matter.
don't matter. I mean, we're at where we're at right now. To me, it looks like negotiations are off the table. And Germany is starting to support Ukraine on striking deep into Russia. Obviously, Ukraine wants to retaliate, and they're looking to strike. Deep in. When I say deep, I'm talking what we're thinking Moscow. We're thinking those major cities.
Mhm.
But I think we're just at a.
I don't think Germany was directly involved, but they were given the green light to launch missiles.
Yeah, I think Germany is like giving the green light on Ukraine. Like I think Germany, from a military standpoint, has a lot of say for the EU.
Mhm.
So and I think a lot of stuff has to go through them first. But yeah, I mean,
Well, they did just become the most profitable country, basically.
Germany.
Yeah. Do you guys see that, by the way? So Japan was like the most net capital country out there. They just got passed up by Germany.
Oh, when Japan loses largest creditor status to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So losing the largest creditor status basically means like largest liquidity.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
Yeah.
then I had the list of all the other countries as well. Let me bring that up. I closed them. Yeah, they got passed up. Now it's Germany, Japan, China, Netherlands, France, Switzerland, United Kingdom, Sweden, Singapore, and Norway. So Germany back
Dude,
to number one for net
dude,
assets.
Blaster brings an interesting point. World War II began with Germany's invasion of Poland. So there's a lot to do with the World War II anniversaries. Guys, are we living in a time where there is a huge shift in history right now?
I've been kind of thinking that ever since you saw like BRICS becoming so much like stronger in essence, or well, not stronger, but just being formed and seeing more and more countries shift into BRICS. Right, we saw, it was Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa, and then Saudi joined. I believe UAE joined, Lebanon joined. So many countries joined. Um, just like Blast said, I think so too. It's a pretty interesting time.
It is an interesting time. It really is. It's like, it's like those, like, I'm thinking of, like, like these big moments in history. Let's think of like Ottoman Empire. Let's think of the Roman Empire. Let's think of, like, let's obviously World War II and that whole thing. Like, these are like, I mean, it's like like they say, history repeats itself.
Did you see that trend that was out? Not when ChatGPT first came out, but like kind of like relatively around that time when it was getting more and more popular. But the common like popular question was, how did the Roman Empire fall? And how is that compared to the US? And basically everything that happened when the Roman Empire fell, like all those boxes are being check marked off. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
that was a big trend on ChatGPT for a while.
Mm.
Oh wow,
Mm.
and Blast just points out it's the 80th anniversary this year of World War II. Did not know that.
Well,
That's
um,
is a cell do they celebrate it in May or in April? No, in May, right? Oh, didn't it end May 25th? And that's just me going off the top of my dome. No, I swear. Hold on, I'll tell you.
May 8th. Blast said May 8th.
Oh, there you go. May 8th. I don't know.
Guys, there's a crazy story that I want to talk about right now. But let's talk on a little economic sense real quick. Guys, delinquencies in the US rising across the board. Delinquencies meaning people that can't pay their loans. And when we're talking like can't pay their loans like
Like
month after
mortgage.
month. Yeah. And
Yeah.
month after month after month, they become delinquent. It's scary. I mean, it's kind of scary. What's your take on that, man?
Well, it went up, but not like a crazy amount. But what went up a lot was the student loans. That was like all of it, like 7, almost 8%, I think, in student
I
loans.
I feel like that number is kind of like skewed in a sense because you got to keep in mind there was a halt on paying student loans for years, like 2
Yeah.
years, 3 years. And then all of a sudden, and then you mix that with like high inflation, going into a high inflation market where there's more layoffs now, and then all of a sudden they have to start paying those loans again.
Hmm.
It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
because technically they were delinquent in those loans years ago because they weren't paying them, but there was a moratorium,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
But
I remember that.
statistically speaking, now that they're back in effect, now it's showing a high number because of that. That's what I think.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah. Guys, did you hear about this is kind of a crypt related, but this is crazy though. I want to point something out. If you and this is just for your safety, right? And it's starting to become a time
I'm
where
getting more guns.
yeah. So it's starting to become a time where obviously crypto's more prevalent in our everyday lives. People are starting to see the immense value behind it, and what comes that is bad actors and people targeting you. So it's every day. No, not every day, but you're starting to hear more and more stories of people getting robbed for the crypto. Let's think of that huge streamer girl that had a big crypto stash. She just got her house. She just got held at gunpoint. What was her name?
The one in Mexico.
No. She lives in Texas or something. She was a huge streamer.
There was another one in Texas. I'm sorry, not Texas. There was another one in Mexico.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
This Amaranth is her name or something. Her, there's some people, some big crypto figures on crypto Twitter that got kidnapped. But yeah, so get this. Joe Waltz, a 37-year-old cryptocurrency investor from Kentucky, was arrested on May 23rd on this year for allegedly kidnapping. Not allegedly, this actually happened. Actually, it's just ongoing for allegedly kidnapping and torturing a 28-year-old Italian man in a luxury Soho townhouse for over 2 weeks to extort his Bitcoin password or seed phrase. The victim, who had prior business dealings with Waltz, was lured to New York on May 6th, where his passport was confiscated, and he was subjected to brutal abuse, including electric shocks, tasing while his feet were in water, pistol whipping, and threats with a chainsaw. Police discovered Polaroid photos of the victim bound and tortured, along with a gun, body armor, and other incriminating items in the $30,000, $40,000 per month rental apartment. Waltz faces charges for first-degree kidnapping, second-degree assault, unlawful imprisonment, and criminal possession of a weapon, and was ordered held without bail. Yeah,
dude. So there was multiple people involved with that, and the second person just like turned themselves in. But I guess there's like 4 people involved in this.
Yeah,
and like what's crazy too, dude, is this is actually happening to even like non-crypto people. I just watched a video in New York also, where a girl basically lured a tourist that didn't speak English, and then they just messed him up, dude. I'm talking like there's a video of him walking out of a building with all of his clothes ripped off in underwear, bleeding, and like people came to help him, like gave him clothes, and then took him to the police station to help him like report everything. And then this is like 10x that extreme because this person was known to have a lot of money in crypto.
dude, they were calling it like a torture ring at one point. Like it was like an underground torture ring. But yeah, man.
No,
What I gotta say on this is, hold on, let me say 1 second. All I gotta say on this is, guys, be careful of who you tell where you live. Be careful who you're divulging information to about your holdings, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Be careful who you say all that stuff to. Some stuff is just, it's better to keep to yourself. Granted, like, me and R are like in the content game, obviously, and we're showing our face. But if you have the opportunity to be anonymous, man, especially in this space. And
stay strapped.
Yeah, stay strapped. Like I'm
Practice your amendment, right?
I rather I rather I mean, this is how I look at it. Because like there could be some crazy gray areas, but I rather risk prison time putting somebody down than giving my life up.
Respect. Fight, fight, fight.
Is this why
That-
Arthur's taking Muay Thai?
That is why I'm taking Muay Thai. How'd you know?
Studying for the test ASAP. Which test? Wait, what test are we talking about?
I think the concealed weapons test. I don't know.
Oh, you don't need a CCW for home defense,
I got landmines, drones that blow up.
but you
I
should
got
keep. I mean,
shotgun
you
pistols.
should keep one
Amp.
on your person. If your state allows you to carry a CCW, yeah, absolutely, you should definitely get one. 1000%, dude. We live in such a wild time, man. Like it is too common that people are shooting shit up, and who knows when one of those days are going to be the days when you're in that vicinity of it happening. It's coming to that.
Crazy.
That's right, Blake Edwards.
Mm.
Mm,
Yep.
mm.
All right. Let's get into some stock market action.
Yeah, stocks are always. Yeah, I mean, there's not much stock news. There's just I don't know. There's not enough drama in it than there is a crypto.
Of course. So what you're saying is it's stable ish.
It's too safe.
What what's funny is what's happening right now with Tesla stock is basically what we say all the time. Follow the chart and not the retarded news, because the news is saying Tesla sales plummet 49% in Europe, but it's bringing up Q1 news, and guess what? The stock is ripping. See, and headlines like this cause newbies to short, and then when Tesla keeps ripping, shorts get liquidated, and it causes that ever effect of shorts just getting smoked and smoked and smoked. The
Elon.
The whole stock market as a whole, I'm sorry, not the whole, but majority of the stock market has been on absolute fire. All the Magnificent Sevens except for Apple really have shown very impressive performance since that dip. We're talking, I don't know, on average. Let's see, Amazon is up right now 27% from last month's lows, or a month and a half ago's lows. It was up 33%. You just saw Blake Edwards just said he's up 33% on Tesla shares. Yeah, if you bought the low on Tesla a month and 10 days ago, you're up 67%. I couldn't have made it any more clear that the opportunity we had has happened 3 to 5 times in history. That I said three to five, 350 times probably. All I kept saying was 3 to 5 times in history, three to 5 times in history, 3 to 5 times in history, until I ran out of breath like I am right now.
Until veins were popping in your forehead.
Literally. And they are again. NVIDIA up 57%. From 40 days ago, 57 whopping percent. Meta up. Jesus Christ, Meta. Just ripping Meta. Dude, I think Meta is going to be one of ChatGPT's biggest competitions for AI, low-key. 33%. 33% on Microsoft. What are we doing, guys? So anyway, point of the story is everything Magnificent 7 is above the 34 EMA except for Apple. Apple is the only one that's not, which makes me wonder what's going on, Apple. What's going on? What's the juice on Apple? What are you not telling us, Apple? Yo, and S&P 500 up 23% from all-time highs. The S&P 500 is low-key like one of the dopest performing assets. I know Bitcoin's got a better percentage, but you just can't beat You can't beat the steady growth of Spy and Spy G, if you like Spy G.
Yeah.
And I've basically become PLTR's newest biggest whale. Justin stopped believing in them when they went to $83.
That's not true. I stopped believing when I sold at 125. I did pass on the reins to Arthur. Guys, I'm out of Palantir.
Thank you for doing so.
I'm out of Palantir. You know, I felt like, listen, me and Palantir's partnership. Let's just say it was. let's just say, let's just say it was time. Right? We had a good run. We had a good run for 3. We had a good run for 3 years. And we just, we decided to go our separate ways. But it was a fruitful partnership on both ends. On their side, they got exposure from me. On my side, I made a little bit of money. But yeah,
can I tell you guys how freaking leveraged out I am on TRX right now? And I'm just watching this chart about to pop.
Oh man, I put one in,
dude.
I put one in a couple of days ago.
I'm just juiced out in TRX, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those trades I wouldn't Oh, no, I'm sorry. This trade is what I recommend to everyone, but it's one of those trades I put more size than, most. That would be responsible to do so. But you know what? Sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit, especially when you got this much conviction, when the chart is looking this good. And then Blast in the chat today, while I was briefly scanning, said TRX is probably the strongest chart out there. I said, let me add 30% more size.
Wow. That's incredible, man. Guys, if you guys, not financial advice, but it's financial advice, get rid of the house. Right? Get rid of the car. Get rid of the car. Get rid of the house. If you have kids,
if you got a mortgage,
have your parents look after them for a while. Whatever,
all that interest could be put in TRX.
Squeeze every dollar you can. Take out a second mortgage if you have to. Squeeze every dollar.
Don't do that.
You can into that play.
I'm trying to find the fine line of, like, people know we're joking, but then I know there's gonna be that one person. Oh my god, what do you mean? I fucking put everything on there.
They're like, oh, these guys really mean it. They're like, they really mean it right now. I know they're I'm not saying that they don't mean it. I know they're saying they don't mean it, but they mean it. It's a hidden message. I know it. No, but yeah. I mean, don't really do what I just said, please. That's crazy.
It's dude, like, guys, oh my god, like, what if anyone is a support and resistance trader, this chart is beautiful. It's too retarded. Someone said Stocklocks is the final boss of all top signals. That's cute. Whoever the hater nerd is. Show me your portfolio.
Anyways, Elon confirms X Payments Network coming soon. It's been teased for I don't know how long, but it's confirmed now, and it's going to support.
We've been waiting on this for so long.
It's going to support Visa and support MasterCard. It's going to do what fucking Venmo does now.
And they confirm crypto too?
Yes. Don't know what cryptos though.
You think they'll have what if they use what is it? PGUSD, PUSD, World Liberty's financial stablecoin? That would be almost too insidery. Like, it would probably look bad. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think the relationship between the Trumps and Elon's not as strong as everybody thinks. I think I think obviously they have a lot of common interests and they work together, but
Uh,
deep down inside, Elon is going to do what he thinks is best for himself. I mean, let's be real. If uh if the relationship was that strong, Elon would be heading Stargate with XAI.
Stargate.
Stargate is chat is open AI and that whoever else they're building that huge $500 billion
Yeah,
infrastructure.
yeah, but Microsoft's got their paws on that, so you can't just get into that like
Yeah,
that.
but Sam Altman and Elon beef.
Yeah,
They beef.
yeah, that too. Well, because Elon wants to win that shit.
Of course he does, dude. He I think aside from Tesla, aside from Tesla and SpaceX, I think XAI Grok
Cool.
is his next prized possession.
Yeah, yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. I agree.
All right, let's talk
Um,
about some crypto.
yeah, I can't wait until TRX just smacks up to 292 right now, and this guy eats his words.
Um,
Um, what, the hedge funds part?
well, we're talking about crypto right now, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, let's talk about crypto,
yeah.
man.
Let's go. Oh well, we did kind of. Let's just go over Nvidia's chip. I actually bought that graphics card, their AI one, and I'm hoping it's good. I'm not sure if
They
it's
the Blackwell.
yeah.
You
So
bought that?
I was looking it up. Like the normal Blackwell one is 8 gigs, and people were not recommending it because like games now need way more. So I got the 16 gig one. So I'm like, I was reading some reviews. It's saying like because it's like a lot of the upscaling it does for the performance is basically done by its software. So
Mm-hmm.
when chips do it by software, it's not like the true strength compared to like one that's equivalent without like software boosts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Dude,
Yeah.
that's sick, man. Guys, there was a major hack in crypto the other day. I wouldn't say that
What's
major.
new?
They kind of they kind of took action pretty quickly and are making uh are making really good progress in security wise. I don't want to say Sui was hacked, but Cetus, a DeFi protocol on Sui, was hacked for 223 million. If you don't know what Cetus is, it's it's like a Jupiter but on a Sui. So you could do pools like liquidity pools on it, swapping all the DeFi stuff, right? Their pools got hacked for 223 mil. Sui managed to catch it like right away and freeze the blockchain, which they got a lot of flack for because of like the whole decentralized talk. But they were able to recover 160 million of the funds though. So and I think they're reimbursing the pools and they set a lot of money up. A lot of money. So I think $16 million worth
Mhm.
towards making their security more robust.
Didn't Migos get hacked too?
Dude, okay, so that's crazy too. So one of the Solana co-founders got doxxed. Someone hacked his camera or whatever when he was doing a KYC. So you on the KYCs where you show your ID next to your face.
Dude, that's crazy. They hacked the webcam like that.
Yeah, so they
That's crazy.
Yeah, so and it had his his ID, his address, everything. Him and his wife, and everything. And they hacked Migos Instagram and posted all this dude's all the Solana founders' photos on there. But I think they got their Instagram back. But yeah, they were asking for a ransom of like 40 BTC or something, and he wouldn't pay. I don't think he cared. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, everybody's a target, man. Ugh.
Dude, it's never gonna end. But you know what? We almost don't want it to end because that means then it's like officially like the Wild Wild West is closed. I don't want it to be closed yet.
Me neither, man.
Yeah.
But wow,
Just stay vigilant.
these scoundrels on the internet, man. They just yeah. So we already talked about strategy acquiring 427 million more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Florida is proposing to end capital gains tax on 3 things. Not crypto as a whole, but XRP, Bitcoin, and stocks.
That's crazy because at that point you might as well do everything.
Well,
Like, imagine tax on meme coins, but not tax on Bitcoin and stocks. Like, it makes no sense.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think, right? Like, what if, okay, you make a meme coin trade and then you convert everything to Bitcoin and then you decide to cash out. Are you capital gains? Like, are you free from capital gains tax?
You know what it probably is it's probably like they're like, it's the first like step in to be able to like do the rest if they're already naming off like some of the biggest coins out there. And my Florida folk, can you confirm that real estate is continuing to come down? Because if Florida passes this, Justin, there's no other exception but to move HQ to FL.
Okay, yeah, bro. I mean, if that happens, obviously, you know.
Do I have your word?
Yeah.
On live, buddy. There's
hold on.
There's people also watching.
We talked about this the other day too. Like, this is going to be a domino effect.
I know it is.
Every state's going to do it. I was thinking of what you guys said about but you still pay federal capital gains tax, right? So no. And I was actually reading on this. So there's actually a lot of states that don't have capital gains, right? But this is like a Fed versus state thing, right? Like, you as a state could determine if you want to tax your quote unquote citizens on capital gains. And that's on a federal level. It's like a weird thing like that. Because Nevada doesn't have a state capital gains tax, but you're going to pay a capital gains.
Ooh, that came out a little bit different than I wanted to. All right, let's get down on the road. That's funny that I wore the FTX shirt today.
I know, right?
So our beloved Mr. SBF Sam Bankman Fried. Bankman Fraud.
Give him the respect. Call him by his real name. Okay.
That curly-headed F. His sentence was reduced by 4 years, but it's still set for 2044. It's not gonna matter. I mean, it helps a bit. TRX is pushing. It's about to push highs and smack right to 292.
It's cooking, man. We're cooking.
I'm leveraged out to the gills on it.
Is Alpaca Finance Is that the same alpaca you guys were
Yes.
trading?
Yes. It's toast. It's gone. It got delisted on almost everything
Why did it pump initially?
because of the delisting. Guys, when I say 292 on TRX, I mean 0.292. Not $2.92. It's not going to shoot
Yeah.
up 1,000%.
Yeah. Point 292.
It's just, oh my god, dude. What would my return be if it went to $2.92? It would, oh my god. Let's just see for shits and gigs.
Yeah, but Alpaca Finance, they announced that they're winding down. They're out of business. Tom Brady, man, he just can't get out. He just loves.
He loves
getting
it.
into he loves getting into these.
Oh my god, guys! If TRX hit $2.92, I'd make $30 million.
Do we know what that fund in Dubai is called that said they'll put 18 bill on the XRP ledger? Would that be a good long-term investment in your opinion? So I don't think it's I don't think it's called anything specifically. It might be. But yeah, I mean, the cool thing about that is like you could have fractional ownership in property. So realistically, like if I'm sure there's gonna be like terms per property of like what minimum amount you're allowed to own in a property.
Mhm.
But there is if fractionalized own property, I mean that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I know they were saying that because it's so fractionalized that the minimum investment is only like 2,000 AED. What is that?
Yeah,
AED to USD. 2,000 AED is like nothing, guys. It's $550.
that's crazy, man. Are we gonna start owning shit in Dubai?
I would be it'd be interesting to see how many people kind of rush in, but I'd also want to be careful of like a fool's rush in type of thing, where everyone gets it, a
Yeah.
ton of stuff gets built, and then kind of like the Florida effect. There's new shit still being built, but not enough people coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do with existing property too.
I don't know. Good question.
I
But
think
they partnered up with it's it's Ripple Dubai and then a fund from Luxembourg, right?
no, it's I don't know if it's a fund from Luxembourg, but it starts with a P, and it's called something. But they specifically specialize in putting deeds on the blockchain.
Putting D's on the blockchain.
Yeah, because you're gonna get a deed when you own something.
Via Open Eden.
All right, let me look. I'll pull it up right now. Literally, hold on. Yeah, it's right here. Pripco and infrastructure provider Control Alt. So Dubai government is first real estate tokenization by teaming up with real estate fintech Pripco. The Pripco Mint platform tokenizes title deeds on the XRP ledger, syncing with official property records.
Guys, this TRX chart makes me grin like a little schoolgirl.
I'm grinning.
Dude, just look at that chart, dude.
Yeah, Tom Brady is investing in a new crypto AI startup called Katina Labs. Probably a scam because Tom Brady loves to invest in scams.
Yo, yeah, dude. I was just gonna say, what's up with this guy? Did he not have enough?
I don't know.
Lost with FTX. He literally TRX. Look at that candle on TRX. Look at that candle on TRX.
Let me see.
It's gapping.
Did you guys hear my war cry? That hurt my throat. I'm up 42%. Let's go. All right.
It's gapping. All right, guys. So today, we really wanted to bring you guys some fresh, hot off the press news from the conference. Uh, but it was industry passes only today, and we just had the normal passes. So, tomorrow will be the first day that we actually go. But we're gonna be there first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. tomorrow. JD Vance is starting off the show.
JD Vance.
JD Vance.
JD Vance.
Guys, JD Vance is starting off the show.
JD Vance. JD Vance. Mr. Please.
Guys, there is some cool booths though this year. We got Mara, a minor stock that we always trade in here. We got Riot, a crypto mining stock that we always trade in here. And guess what? We have Hut undercover. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyone know what I'm talking about? You guys remember a couple lives ago, I dished you guys out on the news. Oh, also CleanSpark, another mining company that also has a base here in Las Vegas. They're also at the show. But anyway, Hut is here undercover. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, I was talking about crypto miner stocks, and I said, you got to get on Hut. Hut, in terms of the chart, was my favorite out of all of them, but they are tapped in buddies with the Trump family. So you got to know that whatever Trump family touches in these next 4 years is going to be juiced, right? That's just like common, right?
Just call
Come
what
on,
it is.
right? So what did they do? So if you guys remember, Hut, they mine Bitcoin, but they also provide crypto mining infrastructure, meaning they can build out the infrastructure. They like set up the power for it. They basically do everything that you need to do to mine. There's buying the actual miners, but then setting everything up for it as well, right? So that's what they do. But they also provide that service to other companies as well. So they provide infrastructure services to other mining companies, right? That's what Hut does. Now, Hut made another company called American Bitcoin. And the Trump family is the biggest investors in American Bitcoin. You heard right. The Trump family is the biggest investor into this company, American Bitcoin. So Hut is going to run naturally because they are undercover as they are American Bitcoin. So if you want exposure to American Bitcoin, you can invest in Hut as your little undercover stock. I know David listened to me and crushed it on Hut. I know a lot of traders listened to us and got Hut super early, crushing it. This thing is poised to go way higher. So I'm super excited to go talk to American Bitcoin. And then you got Eric Trump and Trump Jr. talking tomorrow on the same stage. The whole Trump family and the presidency is all over this conference. The highway going to the conference today was super backed up because the vice president was rolling through. And then we got so many crypto exchanges there this year, like Kraken, that I want to talk to because why? I want to try to get some more sponsors for some more tournaments at Stock Unlocked because Stock Unlocked, believe it or not, our community freaking crushes it on trading volume. We are the top 100 communities in the world for trading volume, if not top 50, if not top 10 sometimes. Pretty nuts. We even got traders in the top 100 leaderboards and the top 10 leaderboards. What are we doing here?
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to think about. Dude, small but like insanely mighty, man. Small but insanely mighty. It's kind of crazy.
We got the firepower.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta stop opening up my TRX P&L. It's giving me a heart attack.
Before we close it out, guys, little meme coin recap sesh. I just put in the low caps chat that I sold majority launch coin. I'm just keeping a small moon bag. I'm still holding startup. If you look at the whole meme market as a whole right now, everything's kind of down. Everything's kind of like really down. Not much action today. Yeah, but I mean, look. If this is why I haven't been calling much the past few days. Everything. I mean, granted, we could have played like really quick plays, right? Like Labubu or whatever. But dude, like I said, you know how I hate having to force trade sometimes. And it was Memorial Day weekend. We had friends in town, but we're just chilling, dude. We're just looking for the next best opportunity. Remember when I told you guys I was going to keep an eye on Distribute AI? I think we're gonna have a serious drawback, dude. Things at 16 mil right now. I said I was keeping an eye on it at like 40. Now it's at 16. So I'm keeping my eye on that. And this is the point where you're going to really see what tokens are made of right now, especially new ones. And again, let me drill it into your brain. Let's not lose sight of the old memes that were running hard when meme coins were started to take off again, right? The Mogs, the Moodangs, the fucking Flokies, the Whiffs, I'm sorry. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry.
Dude.
I could bleep it. I'll take it out. What time was this at?
Huh?
52? Okay, 52 minutes. Let me write this down. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? The old memes, Mog, Moodangs. What else was ripping, dude? Pepe. Let's not forget the Pepes.
Guess who's in the top 100 again this week? I just got a nice little bonus. I'm savage.
All right.
Yeah, guys, I just got another email. I just checked my email. I made it to the top 100 weekly leaderboard again, not daily, weekly. That's back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back weeks, top 100 weekly trader. Weekly trader. Dude, that's like a crazy. I'm sorry, but that's freaking crazy. There's 30 million users on MEXC. What's good? All right, that's it. I gotta chill before I get to my head and get humbled by the market real quick. But it's pretty freaking impressive. All right. That's all I got.
Dude, I feel like what other tokens are we missing?
What other tokens?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Moodang with Mog, Farcoin too. What's Farcoin's probably holding up. SPX, Brett, Pangu, Pepe, Bonk. These all need to be on your radar.
Yep. Oh, and TRX.